Now, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and welcome to this week's episode of Maconomics. I'm your host, Ross Mack, and I'm here to try to help you get to a bag. We got a new caller calling. Talk to me what you got.
Yo, Ross Mack, listen, I'm checking my little crypto portfolio, and Bitcoin is down bad. I mean, down bad like after my last breakup. Now, just tell me, is it gonna come back to life?
Obviously, we got to address the elephant in the room, and that's that the price of most cryptocurrencies are down over 70% from its highs just last year. Now look, sure that is the case, but I'm here to let you know that's not anything that's actually out of the ordinary, because this is the 8th time that Bitcoin has fallen over 50% or more, and each of those first 7 times, it recovered and it went on to make new highs. Well, honestly, I don't feel as though this 8th time is anything different, but let's actually talk about why, right? Because the future of cryptocurrency, it is bigger than just money. It's actually a technological solution, and it has the ability to disrupt traditional financial systems that we know and use today. Because look, at the end of the day, Bitcoin being the largest and first cryptocurrency, it enables people to establish trust and do transactions without a third party. Anytime you want to do a transaction, you generally are going to need the government or bank or any other centralized entity to do the deal, right? But look, trust is established because all records or transactions live on a blockchain, which enables peer-to-peer transaction without that third party. Because look, once a Bitcoin transaction is completed, it's posted across millions and millions of computers on the blockchain and has to be publicly verified. So look, the incentive for verifying transactions is that people actually receive a piece of the Bitcoin. So now the key buzzword here is blockchain, and blockchain acts as a decentralized system for recording and documenting transactions. And the thing is, more than just cryptocurrency transactions actually live on the blockchain, because this is the technology of the future as well. But let me go back to Bitcoin, right? So let's talk about why this will be a huge part of the future. Because one, at the end of the day, they're solving a problem of how long it takes to actually receive money from one country to the next, right? Think about the process of trying to wire some money to your cousin in a different country, right? Here, you're gonna have 2 entities that have to talk to one another, literally meaning the bank of the sender and the bank of the receiver. Then on top of that, it's only gonna take like a 3-day process for the money to actually clear, right? And that's where crypto comes in, because crypto is literally solving this problem. A person can literally receive their money in a matter of minutes. All right, so look, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about how big crypto will be in the future, right? I think it's just a function of when. But for crypto to truly become more mainstream, I think the future crypto will truly have to go through probably a few stages, right? And a few of them are gonna be, 1, regulation. Lawmakers in Washington, D.C. and across the world are trying to figure out how to establish laws and guidelines to make cryptocurrency safer for investors and less appealing to cyber criminals. So expect continued conversation about currency regulation. Then we got President Joe Biden. He just signed an executive order in March that called on the government agencies to study the responsible development of digital assets, including stablecoins. So that's really gonna be a big thing. And then 2, institutional investors. Just in August, the largest asset manager in the world, that being BlackRock, who manages over $10 trillion, teamed up with Coinbase to make it easier for institutional clients to manage and trade Bitcoin. Look, I see much more adoption of larger institutional investors moving forward. Something definitely to look at. And then 3, and lastly, it's gonna be the mainstreaming of crypto to truly make it a household name, because there are many top fintech companies like PayPal and Square that already accept Bitcoin, but I see a lot more going forward. For instance, Tesla accepts cryptocurrency as well, but be prepared to see way more companies doing this as we go forward. Great question, man. I truly hope that helps. But look, great question. Next caller, talk to me what you got. Now, thanks to our good neighbors at State Farm for sponsoring this segment. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.